to embrace what truly matters. We need to conquer the world, and we need to accelerate our engagement.
Because you change your words, you change the world.
Why don't we say no? We don't want to disappoint anyone. We want to please everybody. As a leader, we feel like we have to do everything, but the most productive people I know do less, not more. They do more of the things that truly energize them. Where do you need to say no more often? Because we need to say no to the things that don't matter so we can say, hell yeah! Oh, am I allowed to say that here? The way to get more efficient with your time is to think about where you need to say no. We have a mantra in my office, especially when I travel significantly because I'm blessed to be on the road a lot of the time. And my team knows that the mantra that we have is this: if it's not yes, it's no. You may want to write that down, it's kind of smart. If it's not yes, it's no. Think about the simplicity of that mantra. We spend so much time in the grey. We waste time. Will I do it? Will I not do it? What's going on? So I challenge you this week, can you say, if it's not yes, it's no? It's very liberating. You free up a lot of that crazy town headspace that you have going on. If it's not yes, it's no. We need to say no to the things that don't matter so we can say yes to the things that truly do.
We have a philosophy in my office, many of you know it. It is this: I do what I love, with people I love, in places I love. Because when you do what you love, with people you love, in places you love, you show up differently. You show up as 100% yourself, and therefore you have the ability to have more influence in the world. Because it's not just about your little world, it's the ripple effect that you're going to have as an influential leader. It's the ripple effect of those conversations.
When you pay attention and you gift people the gift of your undivided attention, what's going to happen is you're going to be more accountable for that conversation. I'm a biker chick. I have a couple of Harley Davidsons, and when I was learning to ride, I remember the coach. Oh, some of you sounded surprised by that. I do. I remember the instructor was saying, when you go around a corner, if any of you ride, you know that you're not allowed to look down, but you've got to look through the corner. And the instructor said, your bike will follow your eyes. We've got to look through the corner. And as leaders, we need to be able to look through the corners in order to lead our team. And in this industry, there's going to be some incredible obstacles that you might be experiencing. But you've got to look through the corners in order to lead your team. That's our responsibility, which means we have to pay attention. We need to truly accelerate our attention. You have 1,440 minutes in a day. How are you investing that time?
Say yes now and worry later. Because in order for us to have more influence, sometimes we just have to step out of where we're really comfortable and say yes now, and then work it out later on. In the oil industry, there wasn't a lot of ticks in oil in Australia, so I'm sure you can imagine. But in the oil industry, when I was involved there, I work with Caltex, which is owned by Texaco here in the US. And Caltex, one of the roles that I had, I was approached by my boss because there was a project that was 10 months behind. It needed $10 million raised, and it needed 2 months to do it. And I was home from work unwell, and my boss came to my apartment, sat in my living room, and he said, I need you to spearhead this project. We've only just discovered that it's 10 months behind, that the money hasn't been raised and the contract hasn't been signed. So what did I say? I raised $10 million, I released that project on time, and I had 100% compliance of every single gas station in Australia because I said yes now, and I worried later. Influential leaders know that what happens is we can get paralyzed by that fear. We create these things in our head, these scenarios that aren't going to happen. Now, I'm all for contingency planning, but I think sometimes fear is a procrastination strategy. I want to encourage you, ladies, to be that real courageous leader, to be the person who gives fully of their heart and says, you know what? I can lead, and I can lead by stopping the fear.
The information was top-notch.
Great energy and lots of good information and things I'm able to take back and use right away.